Hey, hey, hey to all my beautiful people in the DMV area. Welcome back to another episode of Major Impact on the DCW Channel 50, where we are bringing you inspirational individuals who are doing amazing things in their industry. I am joined today by my beautiful co-hosts, Aquania and Ellie. How are you doing this morning, ladies?
I am doing amazing. How are y'all doing? Y'all look amazing. So you must
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Ellie. Nice to see you again, Terry. I missed you guys.
I don't know about you, but my jaw has been dropped these last couple of days on the internet. She has been under fire lately. A few of her former dancers have come forward with some concerning allegations, accusing her of body shaming her dancers for gaining too much weight. And it's like crazy because that's the opposite of what she stands for. And more seriously, the Grammy Award-winning artist is also accused of sexual harassment and contributing to a hostile work environment. It's a lot. These allegations were detailed in a lawsuit filed against Lizzo's company, ironically named Big Girls, Big Touring. I mean, ladies, what do y'all think about this? Because I was floored. Okay.
This is beyond shocking. It really is, because Lizzo has always kind of prided herself on promoting body positivity, confidence, being comfortable in your own skin. Like, she is the poster girl for that. And Lizzo herself has been a victim of body shaming, even by public figures, which that right there is even more sad, because what message are we sending to people when our public figures are even body shaming? I'm jaw dropped, just like you, Ellie.
I'm torn. I don't know what to believe. She's come out and said that they're not true allegations, but somebody's got some explaining to do, and it's all going to come out eventually.
That's what I think. And there are other people who worked with her who also said, like, she's really like that. So I don't know. There's always some truth to even a lie, So even if people are exaggerating, something in there is true. And you know what? She did finally respond to the controversy with a tweet. And like you said, Aquania, she denied all the claims, right? And she goes on to explain and say that her own struggle with being body shamed daily, according to Lizzo's tweet, she would never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. So I don't know, ladies. I feel like maybe, what's really been going on is coming to light. But what are your final thoughts on this scandal?
Torn is an understatement, but let me just say this. We just in our industry, right? We never want to see kind of like the fall of any entrepreneur, any minority female entrepreneur. So I honestly hope that the truth, will come out, and hopefully maybe it's an over exaggeration. But I think it's really sad that when people are building and growing and kind of have that rise, you are going to have people that have that negative energy, and sometimes they kind of exasperate things. So what I will say is that we don't really know what happened. And so I hope that the public, us, everybody will just give it a chance to kind of play out, because we don't want to see our sisters fall. Like, come on, y'all. So I hope that it's not true and that the truth comes out.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah. So how about this? On to our next hot topic. Okay. So how about Adidas, y'all? Adidas made 437 million. Look, I gotta do my hand like this. Million in Yeezy sales for the shoes that were left over after they ended the partnership with Kanye West. Now, a portion of the sales are going to go to kind of anti-hate groups, but the big thing, if you recall, is that Adidas broke ties with Kanye after there were some insensitive comments, some anti-Semitic comments, and they were left with over $1 billion worth of inventory in these high demand, high quality shoes. Now, they have made some money, but what are y'all thoughts on that? 437 million after breaking the tie with him.
This is tough, but at the end of the day, business is business, right? They had a partnership, and I'm kind of glad they made use of all those leftover Yeezys, because over $10 million have already been contributed to anti-hate groups. One of them being the Philanese and Keita Floyd Institute for Social Change. So I'm really excited that we're putting these dollars to good use. We're putting it towards causes that mean something, but they did what they had to do to make money with what they had.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I am glad that they were at least able to make use of that inventory, but they had to sell at like a fraction of the cost, right? And it really just goes to show how powerful Kanye's brand is, that after they dropped him, people really were not trying to buy. So speaking of Kanye, who I do still love, right? he's been pretty hush lately, if you guys have noticed that. And it actually seems that on Twitter, or X, right, our owner, Elon Musk, has actually reinstated his account. So as I mentioned, although it's not called Twitter anymore because Elon Musk actually changed the name to X, which I want to know what y'all think about this name because it's kind of throwing me for a loop. But this, among many changes made to the beloved app, he has also come out in defense of people who were previously penalized for their tweet reposts or likes, and he's now offering to pay the legal fees for those who he says were treated unfairly to sue. So what do you think about this?
There's so much to unpackage here. Let me just say, and I think we talked about this before in Hot Topics about just, one of the things that we're founding on is freedom of speech. Like whether you agree with it or not, we can't say when people say things that we like and people say things that we agree with, it's okay. But if people say things that are against the grain, unpopular, even insensitive, rude, like they don't also have a right. So I think that we have to pick, are we going to support people or not support people? But if we go down the road of taking away people's ability to say what they want to say, that's going to be a lot of trouble. So
yes, I totally agree. I feel like we have to recognize that everyone has opinions, and if they don't say them out loud, they still have them. I'm of the opinion that I would rather know what you think, right? So when a big CEO is called out for having some racist tweets in the past, I'm like, okay, well, now I know what you're about and I can choose not to do business with you. I think that us limiting the ability to have free speech really just doesn't give us the opportunity to know who people really are and what they really think.
Listen, my husband always said, when a zebra shows you their stripes, believe them, right? Like let people do them on the internet. And if it ends up biting them in the butt later, that's on them. But I agree with you, Ellie. If you're going to show me who you really are through your public tweets and other communication, I'm going to accept it as the truth. Yes, and I will use those decisions to decide if I want to do business with you, if I want to follow you, if I want to like you, and anything else that comes along with that. So I'm all about freedom of speech, but I'm also going to believe what you say.
Come on, somebody. Listen, explanation point. And so let me just add one thing too about I just gotta say, okay, the one thing that rubbed me a little bit of the wrong way about Adidas making all that money, and guys, we're entrepreneurs, we're business owners, so we're about our business. But if your reason for breaking ties is because you were so offended and it was so wrong, then you wouldn't want to make any money at all. Like if it was just because of some other type of issue, but you're saying we don't stand for this, we don't want to support you, but by the way, we're going to still make this money.
Facts.
Look, come on, somebody. All right, so those were some hot topics, steaming hot topics. So all this billionaire and millionaire talk kind of wants us to explore new business ventures. Let's talk about it, ladies. So to become a billionaire, to become even a millionaire, we need several sources of income. We talk about it all the time. Multiple sources of income is needed to build wealth. And one of those sources is return on investment. What are you putting your money in, and are you getting a return on that?
Yes, I'm all about this. I love multiple streams of income. And this is good because when we come back, we'll be speaking with Davon Reeves, who is the founder and CEO of Vestor, to give us some insight on commercial real estate. So get ready for some inspiration. We'll be back soon.